There he is. We got you, Bo.
Thank you. Yes, what a pleasure to be here. God bless you, Pastor Dave. Love all you do. And I love your war reports. I watch them quite a bit. They're fantastic. So thank you for doing it because you summarize everything. So rather than watching the news, you just listen to Pastor Dave. Boom, 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 boom. He just goes through everything. So thank you for doing that. God bless you.
Thank you. So what's new in the world of finance, silver and gold?
Well, what we're looking at again is we're still looking at there's a prophecy of joy in spring. We've seen silver at a ratio relative to gold of 100-1. So this is historic. We have never seen, well, we've seen it, but it's a rare. Usually it's 70-80-1, but not 100-1. So what that means is right now you could sell an ounce of gold and you can get 100 pieces of silver. Think about that. That's absolutely insane, but that's the ratio right now. And so it's very interesting. The Lord reveals charts to me, and I wanted to pop up a chart actually that the Lord revealed, and it's pretty crazy because it's so perfect that it'll be interesting to see if this chart plays out. But it was just yesterday the Lord revealed to me, he's like, check out that, head and shoulders. So I don't know if you can pop this screen on, but have a look at this. This is rather wild because this chart at the top here, this is a historic cycle. Doesn't matter what it is. It's just a pattern, okay? And so what you've seen is a left pattern here. You've seen it drop down, and then this is the ratio of silver to gold. And what it's showing is that this chart couldn't be literally more perfect. I mean, perfect. And what it's saying is that next week, potentially, if this chart plays out, and it has now for this entire year. So since January, this chart is literally perfect. The Lord said, look at this chart, analyze it. So I did yesterday, posted it on X. But what this chart is saying is that next week, silver is just going to go straight vertical, and it's going to hugely outperform gold, and get the chart saying it's going to approach a ratio of 90-1. So whatever but that's going to easily put it into the $40-50 per ounce of silver. That's what the chart is saying. Now, will it play out? Again, God knows, but the cycle chart from January of this year, you can't say it's anything but absolutely perfect. The other thing I want to show here is the U.S. dollar cycle, okay? This is the U.S. dollar cycle the Lord revealed to me, and this is incredible. So what you're seeing right now is this chart goes back to December of 2014. What it broke up above 89.20, it went up, it retested again here in 2021, and then look, it ran up, broke vertically here in April of 2022, made a new all-time high on September of 2022. Then it bounced around through support. It came back up. Trump introduced the tariffs, and I said on several podcasts, including with Pastor Dave, that the U.S. dollar now turned down based on the tariffs. The U.S. dollar is now in a plunge. It's going to continue to crash all the way into summer/fall. And so look what happened. In April, it broke through support. Now that's huge because it closed under support. When that happens, when it closes under support basically becomes resistance. And so now that support is resistance, you'll see in May, it closed below it again. And all that's left now is an absolute collapse or a plunge of the dollar down to minimum at least 89.20 again. So the dollar is set for some really, really bad months, hugely horrible next few months. So if the dollar is in a plunge cycle, what's opposite the dollar? Gold and silver. What have we been telling you? What should you be holding? Gold and silver. Haggai 2 verse 8. The silver and the gold are mine, saith the Lord. So the U.S. dollar is in a cycle to plunge at least into summer/fall. So the dollar's down. And gold right now, people are like, wow, gold's on all-time highs. It's at 3,300. Oh, no. If the dollar plunges, and it will, the cycle is fulfilling itself beautifully, the Lord showed me. So the dollar is in a plunge cycle, meaning collapse cycle. So if the dollar plunges, meaning drops quickly, suddenly, gold's going to do the exact opposite with silver. Period. You can't stop it. The cycle's now set. So we've got a ratio of gold to silver cycle confirming that we potentially are expected to see a sharp vertical rise in gold and silver. But silver is going to hugely outperform gold on this move. Okay. That's what the ratio is showing. So expect potentially this month of June before spring ends. Spring ends on the 20th of June. The first day of summer is June 21. The prophecy is joy in spring. So again, will it happen? Well, again, another prophecy is, again, I love prophecy because God does nothing before first revealing his secrets through his servants, the prophets. And what was spoken by the prophets? What was the prophecy is this: spring, which we're in right now, which ends on June 20th. The prophecy is this: a spring is a time of new birth, and a new birth it will be. That's prophecy. Now, is it this spring? I would say huge probability, since the charts are indicating yes. The gold to silver ratio is indicating yes. The U.S. dollar cycle is indicating yes. The stock market cycle is indicating yes, because the stock market is up into fall. So don't listen to anybody that's saying the stock market is going to get crashed or whatever. No. Stock market is up into fall. The Lord has showed me the cycle in that too. So the fall is going to be horrible for the stock market. But until then, it's up and away. And if it's up and away, so is gold, so is silver, and so is Bitcoin. So the financial markets are gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies up. It's just about to get going here. It's going to get so exciting. The cycle for the dollar is down. So they're polar opposites, and the stock market's going to go with Bitcoin in that direction as well, too. So it's up. So fear not. All of this is set for a historic summer. And the prophecy, furthermore, gets even more exciting, because the prophecy, this is the summer of the Kim Clement season's prophecy. Yeah. So it says summer will be the mediator between spring and fall, so the fall can do its work in America. This is the cool part. Fall of kings. Fall of princes, the great fall. This is the fall that we have been waiting for. Everybody thought, I always thought last year could have been with Trump getting shot in the ear. That could have been, the strange July, but it's not. Okay, this July summer will be the hottest summer on record ever, potentially in the world. That's what the prophecy is for this summer. But it's going to be a double heat. Heat in terms of physical heat we're going to feel. And boy, are the globalists going to feel heat from God's anointed. That's the prophecy. It's going to be awesome what's about to happen here. They're going to feel heat like they've never felt before. So bottom line, 5 years of horrific things in this world. We are about to begin starting July 4th, the next 5 years of the greatest time point in human history.
I love it. Light always wins, Bo. Thank you for joining us on the Financial Report. We'll see you next time.
Beverly Hills Precious Metals Exchange is a client-focused firm devoted to assisting our clients with precious metals. Our clients range from first-time to serious coin collectors and investors seeking to add precious metals to their investment portfolios. We are not interested in volatile investments, leveraged products, and intangible assets. With rising inflation and the devaluing of the dollar hurting middle-class families, investing in gold and silver ensures protection for your hard-earned money. Save the value of your money today by investing in gold and silver at Beverly Hills Precious Metals.